Alright, now we're going to start putting it back together. Push the spool inside the housing, and you'll push down until you hear or feel it click, like so. Then you'll center the spring above the spool using something that is not magnetized. When you insert the reg, it will hold that spring in place. Now you insert the reg, noting that the hole on the narrow diameter of the reg housing goes up. Slide that into place, center the hole with an Allen key or pick or what have you. Reinstall sight rail. Reinstall grip frame and rail combination. Now you want to drop in the overpressure relief and spring. That should slide all the way to the back. Then insert the valve. I use a piece of 1/4 inch tubing to help slide it down all the way down the frame. Then insert the brass spacer. If it gets hung up, try to straighten it out with an Allen key or whatever you use to get down there. Once you insert it, the brass spacer will leave about a 1/16 or so of a lip that you can view through the trigger hole. That ensures the valve is all the way back. Tighten down the set screw to hold it in place. Next, you want to install the trigger and trigger rod assembly. Make sure the trigger face seats tightly against the first lip on the rod. If you do it improperly, you may not get a full cycle out of your marker, or the safety will not function properly. So you want to insert the trigger first, then the trigger rod, then use some sort of instrument to push on the trigger rod while you push the trigger forward. tighten down the set screw inside the trigger. Double check that the trigger is seated properly against the rod. Test the function of the safety. Then you can proceed. Insert the safety BB, followed by the safety spring. Then the trigger guard, followed by the 2 screws. And that's it for the body of the Nova.